We resume our patrol. This night we focus our investigation on Shinto. The Shinto investigation ends in about 2 hours. We were unable to detect any traces of magi. In addition, the presence of the mysterious things the servant mentioned was confirmed. A part of me finds it hard to believe, but Fuyuki has indeed completely changed. All over I can feel an unusual presence. It is as if we are always being watched. The city has begun to come apart at the seams ever so slightly. On a different note, while there are many traces of magical energy, there are absolutely no signs of magic being performed. Which would mean that this isn't the work of a master gathering magical energy. The only feasible possibility is that there is something feeding on the inhabitants of the city unrelated to the war. No master would benefit from this. Doing this would instead force a halt to the Holy Grail War.
そうか。聖杯戦争を聞きつけた外来の魔術師なら。
That would mean there is a magus that desired the Holy Grail but was not chosen as a master. Perhaps out of a twisted desire for vengeance, he is trying to disrupt the ritual. Another possibility was, he made a contract with another association to disrupt the Holy Grail War. Regardless, it is obvious that there is an 8th magus in Fuyuki.
8人目？もう一人邪魔者が増えたってのか？
断言はできませんが、その確率が高い。私の知らない魔術師が第五次聖杯戦争に介入しようとしているのは確かだ。その魔術師の目的は分かりませんが。
He was starting off by breaking the rules of the Holy Grail War. It may be best to think of him as not just my enemy, but as the enemy of all the masters.
へえ。そいつどんなやつ？
直接的な戦闘に自信がなく、広範囲の結界作りを得意としている。攻めより守りが向いているのでしょう。正しく魔導を学んではいませんね。黒魔術とドルイド思想が混同されている。
そういうんじゃなくてさ、強いか弱いかって話。
魔術師としてのスキルは初歩です。ですが、
The remaining magical energy traces were extremely dense. Magical energy is only fuel to activate magic. By itself, it has no effect. However, there are cases when it can leave behind a form, only limited to those times when magical energy itself bears traits similar to magic. For example, I have heard that the Einsperns gave a personality to their Holy Grail. If that personality has magical energy, then it naturally possesses the magic trait of wish-granting. Since its vital activity and its functions as a Holy Grail are likely directly connected to each other, it should be able to perform miracles resembling magic merely by releasing magical energy. The incarnated demons spoken of by the Holy Church also fall into this category. Those that were created as demons rather than as life forms can use higher level magic than humans. As magi, our magic circuits are nothing more than pseudo-nerves, an ability that was added later behind our nervous system. However, demons have no need for those. All their organic functions merely serve the purpose of invoking the demonic. I hear the church calls these true demons. Different from imposters that don a hide of human concepts to become a unique identity, they are genuine demons that the Lord had commanded before man would name them, or so I hear.
何にせよ、厄介な介入者のようです。つまらない行動原理の魔術師なら取るに足りませんが、教会に雇われたフリーランスだとしたら侮れない。そういえば、前回の聖杯戦争で勝ち残ったのも確か。
A freelance magus hired by the Einsperns. His name was Emiya Kiritsugu, a combat magus called in by the Einsperns who had retired from the front lines by the time I had been assigned to sealing missions. Our occupations have the tendency to intrude on each other's territory. Had he still been active, I would likely have fought him numerous times. While the situation is becoming more unstable, I can't change my policy just because of one more enemy. I will proceed with an investigation of all the masters, causing as little damage to the people of the city as possible. The problem is what to do next. It is obvious that my servant's abilities are low ranking. In a straight out fight on pure ability, he will eventually exhaust himself and lose. I have to think of an order of who to fight, but I know very well who our final opponent ought to be. The lineage of Holy Grails, Einsperren. It has been said that they have prepared the most powerful master for this war. In the past, I have fought a homunculus created by the Einsperrens. Being a failed creation facing disposal, it ran away from Einsperren territory and survived by scraping out a meager existence in a human city. I was responsible for destroying it, but the results were bitter. Even considering that at that time I was still inexperienced, the Einsperren produced homunculus was tougher than many magi. The same Einsperrens have produced a master for this battle that they believe to be the most powerful. In all honesty, I can't even begin to see any chance of victory at this stage. Until I discover what tricks the enemy has up their sleeves, fighting against the Einsperrens is suicidal. In the forest on the outskirts of the city lies the old castle that the Einsperrens control. The day we invade that forest will most likely be the day my Holy Grail war will end. The last place we come to is a hilltop graveyard for foreigners. I suppose it's because of the Einsperrens casting a shadow over my mind. I feel weak, disoriented from a headache. I really didn't want to come here.
どうしたマスター？考え事か？
My unease must have shown on my face. My servant is actually showing concern for my health. I allow myself to be taken in by his sudden consideration.
つまらない質問ですが、あなたは私が勝てると思いますか？
And I put into words that weak uncertainty that I had tried not to think about. The servant's expression changes. Keeping his mouth twisted with sarcasm, he turns his back to me.
その不安はまだ早い。勝つか負けるかなんだ。何を倒すかを決めてからなんだが。
His voice is strained. He is bent forward like a beast with prey before his eyes.
ついてねえな。どうやら悠長に悩む時間はないみたいだぜ。
The moon is black again. He is grinning. What he sees is a master and servant. I feel a powerful flow of magical energy. The command spells on her left hand shine brightly. She is still young, but appears to possess wisdom that far surpasses my own.
はじめまして。ひなびた荒野の魔術師さん。
It's Rin, wearing a dress for some reason.
どう？お互いの名を知る必要はあるかしら。
She's probably from one of the great houses. Her eyes are full of derision. And Sakura is here too? And she's wearing a dress as well. To her side is another figure. I cannot tell which class she belongs to, but the fact that a master brought her means she must be a servant. Wait, what? Sakura is a servant? What is going on here? I remove the leather gloves inscribed with runes of protection from my chest pocket. I take them out along with something hard. What is that? Why was I carrying this earring? Why had I tucked it away so carefully? These questions rise to the surface, but now isn't the time for that. I put the gloves on. The girl waits politely for me to make my move. I regret not bringing Rach with me. If I survive, I'll make sure to carry it, even if I am out only for investigations. While I shouldn't use my trump card immediately, having it increases the range of my strategy.
敵の実力を測ります。あなたはサーバントの相手を。
あいよ。
Not taking any care to see what she would do, he rushed towards the girl's servant. The two figures clash. I passed by the side and ran towards the defenseless master.
名乗り上げる名才もだの田舎者でしたのね。よろしくてよ。エーデルフェルトの手にかかることを名誉となさい。
Wait, what? Edelfeld? Why Edelfeld? She fired a scatter of gunbrr, a one-action spell preventing close combat. Her magecraft is a firearm in itself. This isn't a metaphor. Edelfeld. A noble family of Finland, the Ore Scales, the same Edelfeld that produced many masters of the gunbrr. This generation's young head was praised as the pride of their lineage, but now that I've seen how skilled she is, I can agree. I don't block the gunbrr aimed at both sides of my thigh. I keep moving, parrying only the gunbrr that would hit my upper body with my left fist.
素手で私のガンドを。
I move in. My right fist, lowered to the base of my chest, strikes aimed at the side of her stomach where her kidneys are. I am blown backwards. A figure appearing from behind her protects her from a body blow and repels me. It's Saber! What the fuck is Saber doing here? A swordsman stands in my way. A servant. There's no denying it. That is a servant.
そんな。ならもう一人の少女は。
The moment I look away to confirm, the battle is over.
お願い。セイバー。
The other girl screams. What? Saber altar? What the hell is going on here? Saber defeats my servant just as the girl had ordered her to. How appallingly weak. With just one flash of steel, not even able to match sword against sword, my servant has his neck pierced and is already gone.
何よ。話にならないじゃない。今日が覚めたわ。セイバー、手っ取り早く片付けなさい。帰って熱いコーヒーを楽しみましょう。
Saber nods silently. I am defeated, without being able to prepare my weapon. So this is Saber. This doesn't make any sense. The two girls are each using a different saber.
下調べが足りなかったようね。エーデルフェルトの当主は常に姉妹だと。あなたの耳には届かなかったのかしら。
Sisters. That is the magic trait of their bloodline. The normally abhorrent notion of having two successors was the reason why they were called Scales. Then, the two of them are one master and summoned two different sides of the same heroic spirit.
まず一人、私たちの手にかかることを光栄に、一番初めに倒されることを恥と知りなさい。残るマスターはこれであと5人ですわ。
Her voice echoed to the moon. Saber, silently and without showing any hint of emotion, thrusts her sword into my chest. My conscience is being severed. The moon is cycling like a white skull. And thus comes the end of my Holy Grail war once again. Losing sight of the ending without conclusion. The curtains fall. Next to Heaven's Feel Back Night 2. I guess we are back at Shiro's house. That was the dream I had. Oh, so all of that was just a dream? But why would Shiro dream about something like that? I wake up just before 6 in the morning. The light coming through the window is a little bright, and the breeze seeping through the gaps is a little chilly.
しまった。またやっちまった。
A steamy summer had come and gone, passing into October before anyone realized it. It's become a season where falling asleep without a blanket is a bad idea.
昨日の夜は、
I set my still sluggish brain in motion. Last night I fixed up bike number 1, changed number 2's chain to a new one while I was at it, and since I didn't have anything else to do, I relaxed a bit and ended up nodding off.
さすがに地べたで寝るときついな。もうじき冬だし、布団一式へ運んでおかないと。
I rotate my stiff shoulders and breathe in. Breakfast starts at 6:30 at the Emiya residence. There's still plenty of time, but only for the people who are going to eat. The people making breakfast have to wake up 30 minutes earlier than that.
さくらのやつ、最近飯作り終わってから起こしに来るんだもんな。まったく、いつから人の趣味を面白おかしく奪うような性格になったんだろ。
It is definitely the influence of her sister. Anyway, at this house, if you want to make breakfast, you have to wake up at 6 a.m. or risk being beaten to the punch. As the master of this house, no, as her teacher, I can't afford to be outdone already by my pupil. Once I step onto the veranda, my nose catches the smell of breakfast. The sound of an active kitchen knife reaches my ears. Judging by this, I'd say breakfast is about 80% complete. The same old scenery of a pleasant morning, savoring it as if it was only natural. Hey, it's Saber!
おや、おはようございます、シロ。今朝は少し寝坊ですか？
And why is she still here? I gaze at her smile.
シロ、どうしたのです？黙りこくって。私の顔に何か？
Half a year ago, back when it was still cold, there had also been times like this. That was...
顔色が優れませんね。シロ、
Whoops.
鍛錬を欠かさぬ心構えは立派ですが、それで体を壊しては半人前だ。
Yeah, after all, I'm still a kid. It's only been half a year since the Holy Grail War. People can't grow up that easily.
聞いているのですか、シロ？いいですか？リンに留守を任されている以上、私にはあなたを監督する義務がある。
Aline is gone. Where is she?
不摂生が続くようでは、私にも考えがあります。
That's right. With Torosaka gone, it was up to Saber to protect the order of our household. But that's not important right now.
セイバーの考えってどんな？
シローが一番苦手なことをいくら言っても守らないのですから、監督として身近で指導をするしかない。シローが悔い改めないというのなら、今日からでも部屋をシローの隣に移しましょう。
She says something horrifying with a smile. Why is it horrifying? Saber's room is a Japanese-style guest room. Back when she was moving out from the room next to mine.
お断りします。住居を変える理由がありません。
She was being real hard-headed about it, but I managed to get her to back down. The war was over, and there was no need to have a bodyguard after all. That happened just a little while ago. Ever since then, I took back the appropriate peace of mind of a healthy young man.
反省した。明日からきちんと自分の部屋で寝る。
結構です。まあ
この条件が効果てきめんというのは私としては複雑ですが、これもシローの健康のため。身近で警護できないのが不安ではありますが、シローが安眠できないのでは仕方がない。
Saber turns readily towards the living room. Of course, why should anyone feel reluctant to end a regular old morning conversation? Ah, I forgot to tell her. I have to say it.
セイバー、おはよう。今日も一日よろしくな。
はい。シローも気をつけて。
I go with Saber to the living room. My vision goes blurry for some reason. Wondering why, I rub my eyes.
あれ、
My eyes were a little watery. The same old scenery of a pleasant morning. I must have yawned from the blessed boredom of it all.